Everybody watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Everybody in the chat, thanks for hanging out. We're doing a shorter stream this week, as I explained in the Morrowind video, on account of having some real-life issues come up during the day that I had to tackle. So we'll only be playing for about an hour tonight instead of the usual hour and a half or so. Where were we last time? God, I don't even know. We're still with the Let's group, I think. Excuse me. And we found some little village in the woods. I can't remember. Are we at Ettenbecker? Small wooded village formed when one of the kings of men... Yeah, we read that. Yep. That's where we are, even though it says it's right there. We're actually over here. We were at Lundar. We started walking through the old wood to get to here-ish, I think. And we've encountered this village, and I don't remember what we've done in this village so far. I want to say... Did we have a fight already? I think we had a fight already. But I believe maybe I rested and all our heroes are healed up. Yeah, looks like it. I have five renown and enough food for 22 days. It's better than I ever felt like we had in the first game. Well, there's nobody to talk to here. We must have already done all that. So let's move on. Ettenbecker, yep. This forest is nuts. It's like an LSD trip. Peculiarities are no stranger in the old wood. But the discovery of a blue-tinged campfire in the distance creates quite a stir among the clansmen. The Varl ignore it completely, but fighters and families alike want a closer look. Rescued the village from rogue horseborn. Ah, you're right. Say we as if we were part of the fighting. Well, you know, if you're in the chat, it counts. You consider what to do. Let's ask Ursa. She's a witch. The archer's eyes are wide, and they dart around to various branches in the trees. Maybe, she says. Best to move along. That's good enough for me. Let's keep moving. No, call everyone back. No telling who or what's out there, you say. Let's stay together and keep moving. By the looks on their faces, you clearly dashed a few dreams, but the clansmen all return. Good. They listened to me, at least. That'd be an interesting one to check out in a future playthrough. See what the blue flame people are all about. Hey, nice. Morale's been declining pretty regularly here. Where the hell am I now? What? You duck under more branches and suddenly find yourself in the clearing of a proper village. The few people you see tend to scatter as you approach, and only the water and birds make any noise. What the? This wasn't on the map. Finally, Mads Mikkelsen approaches in robes so badly torn it borders on embarrassing. His arms are covered in scratches, which are freely bleeding. Tell me that guy doesn't look a little bit like Mads Mikkelsen. Model, perhaps? Same way that I suspect that Lena Headey is Oldleaf's model, maybe? Welcome, friends, says the peasant. We don't get many visitors here, but welcome, welcome. Why is this place so hidden? Yes. We like to keep to ourselves, mostly. The forest provides most of what we need, even occasional visitors. Boy, that music is rather ominous, don't you think? This is some kind of, like, cannibal... Something weird's going on here. Ciara Mads Mikkelsen is the actor who played... What's his most famous role? He was on the TV show Hannibal. Played Hannibal Lecter. He was in the movie Casino Royale, the first Daniel Craig Bond film. He played Le Chiffre. What other well-known roles? He was in that stupid Clash of the Titans remake. He was in the Nicholas Winding Refn movie... God, what was the name of the movie? It's the that one Viking movie. I can't think of the name of it. The fact that the village looks the same as the last one, combined with the music and floating purple spores, makes you wonder if this really... Yeah, there might be something going on here. We've seen a weird witch fire thing in the forest. That last village was strange and not where the map said it would be, and now we've found a village that wasn't marked, and people ran away from us. And and this guy says the forest provides most of what we need, even occasional visitors. He doesn't make it sound like we need them to trade with. He makes it sound like the forest gives them to us for our dark purposes. Ivor says, do you realize what's happening to the north and east of here? Peasant says, whatever it is, I'm sure it's someone else's concern, not ours. Ivor gives you a sideways glance, but says nothing. Peasant says, please come in and relax. If there's one thing our small village can do, it's make you forget all that troubles you. Yeah, there's something creepy going on here. The man begins walking... Ooh, that zoom was eerie, too. The man begins walking away. Let says, wait, what's your name? He smiles again. Peasant says, we have no names here. We simply are. With that, he shuffles away around a building. Let's get the fuck out of here. This is creepy, creepy place. What do they got in the market? Hagen's Fall. No, not suspicious at all. Namej's ring. The ear of an ancient horse-born warlord focuses the wearer's fury. Why are you... That's odd. Horseborn are sentient beings. It's a little odd to have one of their ears in a trinket. Well, we can't afford any of this stuff anyway. I just wanted to see what they had, given this creepy village that we're in. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to rest here. That would seem crazy. Right? Definitely getting creepy vibes from these guys. I'm not going to rest here. Let's get out of here. Be interesting to see what happens. But role-playing wise, I can't conceive why Alette would feel comfortable staying in this haunted town. Haunted secret town at that. We gave the Witchfire a pass. I think we'd give that village a pass too. It's worse than Baldringer's flame, a frightened Varl shouts. The trail ahead of you smolders with a line of blue flames like the ones you saw in the woods. The fire is moving towards you, down the center of the trail. You wipe at your eyes, not sure what to make of what you're seeing. Hakon curses the old wood and fire and looks to you, panic in his normally calm eyes. The blue flame is creeping towards the caravan quickly, dividing the path. Which way do we go? The Varl King asks you. This isn't real. Everyone calm down. That's an option, huh? Okay, the trail that we're on, though, I didn't see that it said that it splits, right? The trail's straight ahead. There's just a flame coming down the middle of it. So I'm thinking, if we go left or go right, that doesn't mean we're taking a different path. That just means we're going around one side of the flame, right? But we're still on the same path. If that's the case, what's the harm in just moving to one side of the path? Maybe this is a magic effect and it's not really there, but if it's not, if it's real and we stand in the middle of the path like morons and get burned up, just trying to see what's the risk of picking one side of the trail over the other. Dividing the path. It doesn't say that it's split, that the path branches, though. Let's... Everyone go left. Sure. caravan follows your lead and moves left. As the flame creeps past, you begin hearing screams. You look down the line of your people and see random men, women, and Varl shrieking in terror. Suddenly the blue flames are gone, and though everyone grows quiet, the ones previously screaming run away in various directions. Others call to them, but they disappear into the old wood for good. Creepy as hell. This is interesting. These woods might be my favorite part of this game so far. The previous strange village has everyone on edge. Frequent backward glances to see if the caravan is being followed results in a lack of attention to what is ahead. A brief rustle of leaves and the sounds of saplings cracking are the only warnings before bears and their cragsman masters attack. Great. Well, we've handled the cragsman before. I'm going to say I'm not too terribly worried about it. Let's do our normal armor bashing party. Armor bashing, armor smashing. I want to bring Trigvi or Ivan in, or do I want to leave Skathak in there? Gotta remind myself what Skathak does. Trample, hit and run, right? This is basically a backbiter move. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's roll with this. I'd like to bring Trigvi in, but let's do this. Or Ivan, for that matter. Cragsmen and bears. Yeah, let's do this. This is fine. I'm sure this is fine. Ivor. -3 armor. I don't like that very much. 35% chance to dodge strength attacks, though. Protects from death unless strength is 1. Thing is, his armor is 16. I don't know that I really want to bring that down anymore. Maybe I could give it to Alette, though. %35 chance to dodge strength attacks. Let's try it. Let's have her take that. Mogre, what do you have? 2 strength. Sure. Hack on. Hang on, dude. What do you have? God scale. 3 armor, 1 drawing aggro. Actually, maybe you should take that obsidian ring then, huh? 2 strength. I don't know. Maybe what you got is good. No, I don't really want you drawing aggro, though. I kind of want these 2 drawing aggro. How about this? Give that to Mogre. Give that to Hakon. And then Mogre, you had this. What the hell does Skathak have then? I don't want you drawing aggro either. Yeah. You take that one. Let's got that. Gunnulf. 2 willpower, 2 strength. Yeah. Asile's Trail. Okay. That's enough farting around, right? Let's get to it. See what this is like. Well, my initial thought is this doesn't look too bad. Then I wonder if there might not be more of them crawling out of the woods as we fight them. Okay, let's see. Warbear. Pullman, Bog Runner. That's the backbiter type. That's a backbiter type. Archer. Ursa type archer. Okay. Actually, you're going to stay there. Yeah, and I'm up behind my units. Thanks, MCR. You're right. I don't know that I should lay everybody out to plan for that, though. Okay, let's try this. Damn, so all their shield effects give them a pretty significant armor bonus. Okay. What order are we going in here, huh? He's going first. Then he's going. Then he's going. Then bear, then bear. Okay, just break some armor, I think. Wait a minute, what does battering ram do? Yeah, you're not going to pass through any enemy units, though. Forge head, nope. Just a straight up armor break, please. That's interesting, okay. Sure, that. Ooh. Added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. 100% to hit. Strength damage +1. +1 break to target. And break added to heavy impact. Heavy impact is the how it passes to the next, yeah, adjacent target. Yeah, okay. Let's make him basically ineffective. Oh dear. Ah, shit. Scathak, what's your range on trample? 4. So if I got you there, 2, 3, 4, trample that bear. Or could you go through Mogre? I don't know if you can. Let's try it. If not, you can just wait till the next turn. No, you'll have to wait. Damn. Ivor's losing all his armor here. Oh, I didn't pay attention to the bear's animation. I'll have to watch for that, Publican. Overwatch. I forgot that she has that now. Let's do that. Oh dear, Ivor's not going to last very long. Should I not bring Gunnulf this way? Maybe I should. Oh no, Ivor's down. Well, that was a completely wasted use of him there, wasn't it? Uh-oh. Mogre, no! Okay, you've got the spinny thing, right? Yeah, you got the spinny thing. Let's try this. Nope. It's only rank 1? Rats, okay. Hey, nice. Oh, look out! Skathak! No! Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, shit. I didn't realize it was going to go through him. I guess that makes sense. I should have known that. On account of me even saying before we started this fight, oh yeah, that's his backstabbing, backbiter move. Damn, really? Didn't get to use Overwatch, huh? Two, three, four, five. Yeah, okay. Gunnulf, you're going... I'm using you terribly as well. You're going in all kinds of goofy directions. Nice. Nice deflection. Mogre, you're gonna have to take some fire damage, it looks like. Oh, do it again. Roar. Let's down! Oh, right. Unless her strength is 1, she doesn't die, but now she's gonna die. Unless I can kill whoever's gonna hit her next. Yeah, she's down. Oh, deflected. Nice. Okay, you gotta get the hell out of there. Let's just try to do armor break, huh? Oh, nice. She got rid of one of them. Alright. Gunnulf, you're gonna clean up a little bit here. Haha! Dodged. Nice. Let's invincible. Stay alive, Scathex. Stay alive. Okay. Hakon, I'm gonna have you move this way. Yeah. So you can kill this guy. Keeps the lead alive, hopefully. Scathex still alive. Get all his armor down, even though we didn't really need to. Get you out of the way. Alette, why don't you just rest? Gunnulf, you can do the... Maybe I should let Mogr do him, just because Gunnulf's already, like... Of course, Mogr can't kill him. Alright. I was going to say let Mogr get the point, because he could actually probably use it more than Gunnulf could. Gunnulf's so high level already, and I think he's already got a promotion pending, that it would be more useful to have Mogr get the point, but Mogr can't kill him and Hakon can't get up there, which would mean he'd get another turn, which would mean he could probably take out Scathach here, so let's just kill him. Well, we lost Ivor. Otherwise, everybody survived. Don't even know who we can promote for 10. A wounded cragsman pushes himself back against the base of a tree, looking like a cornered beast as you approach. We was just trying to feed ourselves, he said. Bogs are all cracked and drained. Man can't find a new place to live without... He lunges for you with a crude blade. What? I thought he was dying. But Oldleaf pierces him with an arrow, and Ivor finishes him with a quick swing of his axe. You thank them and everyone moves on. Wow. Nice work, you guys. I've got my own bodyguards here. It's pretty badass. Oldleaf hit him with an arrow before you could even get to me.
Geirraður's Godstone is in the shadows ahead. His guidance would be a welcome gift.
I like Alette's voice. Ooh, cool. Spooky. Yeah, it's cool. It's got that neat Icelandic sound accent. The site of, I don't even remember how this was pronounced, Gerirdar's Godstone in the center of the old wood surprises almost everyone. The Eastway Road surely minimized this Godstone's visitors, allowing lichens and ivies to encase it. Still, the surrounding area appears accommodating, except for the rather new and impassable rift in the ground just beyond the stone. And already your clansmen are sloughing off their packs. Is this a rift where the earth is literally falling apart? Gorthir? Gorthir? I don't know. You consider what to do. Clear away some ivy and inspect the stone. Discuss the broken ground with Juno and Ivan. Join the caravan and sing. I would like to do all three, honestly, but let's check the stone first. Known as the god of wise counsel and direction, Geridar is... I'm just going to say Geridar is accredited with all types of discoveries and good decisions. As you pull away large strands of ivy, Alio reads aloud the tale inscribed. Alio reads, "A young man came here 8 times in 8 days, seeking counsel on the matter of a young woman who had pricked his heart. On the 8th of these days, when the young man's voice had become hard with the weight of his unanswered prayers, Geridar cried aloud, saying to him, 'She is not at my stone, fool boy. She lives where you live, sleeps where you sleep. She cannot love a man who is not there.'" As you think about the story, you discover a small nook in the stone. Inside is a lock of red hair, tied with sewn cloth. Brenna's lock. The clansmen go about their rituals with the godstone, and you are soon ready to move on. But up ahead, others have decided to make camp. You stifle a yawn, but look forward to some rest. Yes, rest would be nice. Especially given that we have injured... Oh, shit. Injured Ivor. Sleep overcomes you faster than you expected, but your mind remains active. Alio's Battle of Borsgard replays in your dreams. Is Alio telling the story of the Battle of Borsgard? But this time your father hands you the silver arrow, and you shoot Bellower. The Sundar growls and grabs you instead of your father. You can't breathe. Your eyes snap open, and you find your tent has collapsed on you. The ground is shaking uncontrollably. You finally managed to free yourself and grab your bow and arrows. Shit.
Aim it. Run.
Shit. Okay. Is she dancing? I've been here before, but not like this. Sekitresta. Oh, that's the serpent. An ancient tongue. I know the language. How is it you remain alive while inside me? I'm no longer sure I can die. Troublesome. That's an understatement. What the hell? Juno says, presumably to the serpent, "You've been hunting me." The serpent says, "Such arrogance. I consume what parts of this world I can. But your use of a power that is rightfully mine is no longer tolerable." Memory enters your mind. Apparently I'm Juno now. You've spoken with this serpent once before. You should not be here, so nothing is yours. I haven't used any power, so you swallow me, and how can I give it back? Let's say I haven't used any power, even though I think we think Juno has, right? She's done something that pissed off the other menders. Serpent says, "Each breath of yours is mine. Your every step is fueled by power created for me. Yeah, you're right, Monochromia. It sounds like it should be, like you said, everywhere at once. I also kind of imagine it having it almost sounds like a whisper, but it's also really loud. I don't know. Oh boy. Everything shakes violently. The serpent says, "Have I become so pathetic? I cannot even consume you." Why must you consume me? The serpent says, "I know of no other way. Everything I seek is just behind your thin shell of flesh. Yet something keeps me from it." Juno says, "And if I kept you from it long enough, would you starve?" The serpent says, "Bringing gods back to life would be easier. You must have a weakness." Juno says, "And so must you. The others with me will find a way to stop you." The space shudders again. Ooh. The serpent says, "The others? Could they be your end as well? But you cannot control them all." You blink, and the serpent catches your hesitation. That was a picture of Bulwark. The fuck? The serpent says, "So..." Oh, right, one that she cannot control. "There is one you cannot control. He would be my salvation, but..." Another shudder. Juno says, "I feel it too. We are both dying." The serpent says, "No satisfaction in mutual destruction. Impatience has undone me. Frustrating to learn a solution too late." The space shakes horribly one last time. Juno says, "Vanek disim jokul." The serpent hisses just before a flashing light. Terrible pain rips through you both. Apparently I know that the serpent's in pain. Oh, right. The two of you shriek simultaneously and your vision dims. What happened? "Hush, Juno, you're safe now. I'll always keep you safe," says Ivan. That says, "Ivan, how did you do this?" Ivor says, "Save your questions. We should get away from here." We blew up the serpent? Ivan blew it up? Oh my god! What? Uh-oh. He's not dead. Ivan just cut him open and she got out, I guess? Ugh. Did we lose a lot of clansmen and Varls there? Did we? I wasn't even paying attention, honestly. Several humans and a few Varl wander out of the old wood to rejoin. Oh. Almost all look dazed, moving by rote rather than purpose. Not much different than you and the scant few left of the caravan. Ivor pulls you aside. Plus 43 clansmen, okay. And 18 fighters, and 11 Varl. Ivor's, oh, so they must have, I think you're right, Monochromium, they must have run into the woods when they saw the serpent, and now they're back or something? Ivor says, "This is the weakest I've ever felt, Alette. We've lost so many." Alette says, "I feel the same way." Ivor says, I couldn't do a damn thing to help." What happened? What the fuck happened? The serpent swallowed Juno, apparently, and then we didn't see what the fuck happened. We were in weird spirit land, and then suddenly the spirit got blown open. Juno was out, but we don't know what happened to Alette and her group during that time. Was the serpent attacking them the entire time that Juno was in that weird belly spirit land? It's weird. Ivor says, you have never seen the Var like this. See what I mean? Like, so, way back when we streamed the first game, I remember levying the criticism a couple times that this game sometimes doesn't tell you enough for you to know what the hell's going on. There's not enough exposition sometimes. And in the second game, so far, I feel like we haven't had that problem until right now. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Not just in terms of where the hell was Juno and what was that conversation about. That was confusing on its own, but I'm okay with that because that's weird spiritual thing that's maybe not supposed to make sense. Mystery, right? I'm talking more about what happened with the serpent. We see Juno's face. We see the serpent dive seemingly into the ground. I didn't realize that he was attacking her. And then suddenly she's gone. But what was the serpent doing that entire time? Why did we lose those people? Why did they come running back out of the woods? Why is Ivor sad like he just lost a whole bunch of people that he couldn't help? I don't understand. Let says we are all are we all scattered like roaches? I don't know if all the ones missing are dead or just lost. Ivor says I couldn't tell if we were chasing that serpent or trying to get away from it. Okay, that doesn't explain anything. Alette says, and the way Ivan threw lightning at it. Ivor says, I've never seen anything like that, and I've lived a long damn time. Yeah, it would have been nice to see that. That would have been great. Ivor says, he must have wounded that thing 100 times before it stopped, then blasted open its side to save her. He scared off as many clansmen as the serpent. I can't tell if you like what he did or not. It's a pretty brave thing. Yeah, let's defer to Ivor's judgment here. Let's see what he's actually thinking. Ivor says, what's me liking it or not have to do with anything? He did what he did because he had to. Ivor says, you and me have been in this same situation before and would probably do something similar. We both look towards Juno and Ivan. That says, I don't know the first thing about spellweavers, but I get the feeling he's not an ordinary mender. And a Valka being swallowed by a serpent and cut out with lightning? It sounds like one of Alio's tales. How did she live through that? Ivor says, I don't know how any of us... He looks around. I guess not many of us did live through it. Silence that follows becomes an unavoidable presence. Okay, so it would seem like when Juno was in that weird realm, every time that the realm shook, that was when the serpent was being hit by Ivan's lightning, I guess? When Juno stands from the cart carrying her, clansmen recall old prayers or pull their children behind them. She takes in their frightened stares with grace, but beckons to Ivan to join her away from the caravan. Yeah, Monochromium, I don't mind that it wasn't a boss fight. I would have liked to see what happened, though, rather than just have Alette and Ivor describe it to us afterwards. Right? I mean, that's the oldest storytelling axiom? That's the oldest storytelling axiom in the book. Show, don't tell. And they didn't. They just told us. Alright, okay. The two menders are given privacy, but out of fear more than respect. Ivor shakes his horned head. I'm not sure where all this is leading, but these clansmen, what's left of them, aren't doing so good. Train more fighters, that should keep them distracted. We won't get any answers until Juno is ready to talk. Yeah, mystery, I suppose. The mystery was the scene in the magic realm. That was a mystery right there. We don't know what the fuck's going on there. I understand the animations are probably expensive, and maybe they just didn't have a budget to do the entire segment. But even still images, as they've used sometimes, like when we saw Juno come out of the snake, that still image, that would, like, something like that would have been fine, or maybe 2 or 3 of them in succession, just demonstrating Ivan was doing this. The clansmen and the fighters all ran this way or in chaotic directions. Alette and Ivor didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, just 3 quick little images like that would have been helpful. And way more interesting to look at than to read 2 characters describe what happened. It reminds me of, any of you guys ever seen the movie Wet Hot American Summer? There's a scene toward the end when Ken Marino's character and Joe Latruglio, I think his name is, they have to save this, like, I think it's like a bus full of kids or something like that falls into a river. And so the humor of the scene is Ken Marino dives into the river, but they don't show Ken Marino doing anything. They just keep the camera on Joe Latruglio, and he's standing at the edge of the river, like, really tense, and he's just describing to himself what's happening in the river. It's really stupid, but that's kind of what that scene just was. It was Alette and Ivor saying, "Whoa, man, that was so crazy. I couldn't believe it. Do you remember when this happened?" It's like, "Yeah, can you believe it?" And then this happened. And the audience is like, "Oh, what the fuck? Why are they doing this?" Anyway. Alright. They'll be fine. We all will. That sounds flippant. Speak to the bigger families and try to calm them. I don't know what the hell I could even say. Train more fighters. That seems tone deaf. I guess I'm going to say we won't get any answers until Juno's ready to talk, which is true. Ivor says, "I doubt the entire caravan ever needs to know what happened back there. But I'm going to see what I can find out from those 2. It's good to hear him curious about something." A new town. Fiskivik.
There are signs of recent fighting all around Fiskivik. But it might provide a meeting ground for all who scattered when the serpent struck.
Days have passed since Ivan pulled Juno from the serpent. Though the Menders are mostly back to their normal selves, the clansmen continue to keep their distance. Alette says, "I'm worried about all the people we're missing. Scattering like that in the old wood, I feel guilty." Yes, you're absolutely right, Sierra. That sounds like exactly the same bit. Ivor says, "You can't prepare for a giant snake busting up your camp." Alette says, "But these people depend on me. I gave them my oath we would get to Arborong." Ivor says, "Then keep going. From the moment you left Skoger, you knew everyone wouldn't make it. But the rest of you can. Besides, what else can you do? You'll stay alive, and as long as you do, these people are going to follow you." Alette says, "You keep saying you instead of we. Are you trying to tell me something?" The giant Varl sighs. Ivor says, "Juno and Ivan, they want me to join them." What? Where the hell are they going? That's almost exactly what I said. Alette says, "What? Join them where?" Ivor says, "They haven't filled me in on most of the plans, but they said I'm needed and that we're leaving the caravan." Yeah, I want to say absolutely not, but let's try to go talk to them about this. Ivor says, "I've never had a mother, and the way you're acting, I don't think I'd want one." You sigh. Why did we just pan over there for no reason? That was weird. Ivor says, "No doubt whatever they have planned will be dangerous, but sticking with you hasn't really been the safest route either." What? Ivor? Dude. That's really kind of a shitty thing to say. He's basically been Alette's bodyguard for, like, most of a year now. And now he's acting like, I don't know, being with you is dangerous. Hope that he's joking. Alette says, "But we're almost to Arborong." Ivor says, "And then what? The human capital full of Varl and fearing war from the dredge? You do what you have to do, but that's no place for me." Before you can respond, Juno and Ivan arrive. Her hollow appearance catches you off guard. Publican. Is that a line in the South Park episode? Juno says, "Ivor told you of our plans?" Let says, what he could. What's this all about? Juno says, we are no longer good for the caravan. Our presence not only scares the clansmen, but puts them in real danger. She says, beyond that, the Serpent's attack has clarified our need to move quickly. Something we cannot do with all of you. Let says, but this caravan needs the three of you. I need you to help get these people to Arboron. Ivan says, that's not entirely true. We've been working on something Juno learned about at Garadar's stone, Godstone. Juno says, that's right, lend me your map. So if we would have talked to them at the stone instead of inspecting the stone, we might have gotten this information earlier, possibly. Confused, you hand your map to the Valka. She and Ivan hold it at corners while tracing patterns with spear and staff. The map glows faintly, and loose threads from her cloak and his tunic snake through the aged material. The image pulses. It looks alive. Ooh, sweet. Interesting. Whoa. Whoa! Is this the part of the world that's been swallowed? Holy crap, this is awesome. My God, there's not much land left. Like, this is half the map, more than half, has been devoured already. This must have been that big darkness thing that, Bulwark's group saw when they came out of the mountains. You think? And look. Oh my gosh. Look at all the cracks. Look at all the crevices in the ground, too. Everything's splitting apart. This poor world is fucked. This universe is boned. There's nobody's going to survive this, right? We're all going to die now. Oh my God, we're already down here. Cool. Okay. Fiskevik. With Ongul's daughter growing rapidly, many of the fishermen elected to move their business to the other side of the bay. It was both a success in that they found untapped potential here for fishing, and a failure in that within a couple years it became just as overrun as the town they were trying to escape. They're on Fiska Bay, huh? The ocean currents that sweep southward past Arborong pull fish into Fiska Bay on a regular basis, making it an extraordinarily valuable resource for fishing communities that have sprung up on every side of the bay. Though there are often rivalries between the towns, so far the fish population has held out. So Arborong is here. We didn't start in Lundar in this stream. We started in Eddingbecker, but since the time we entered the Old Wood, which was not too long before Eddingbecker, we've basically gone, I'd say, 3/4 of the distance from here to Arborong. So we're pretty damn close. Can we not, maybe we could get on boats? Get there via boat? This whole world is boned. Look at how everything's distorted too. Like this mountain range used to be straight east and west, and it's all bent. This mountain range used to be roughly north-south or northeast-southwest, and now it's all bent. The words are bent. This is cool. And really kind of scary. It doesn't make me too worried about Bulwark's party. It actually makes me kind of dread having to go back to Bulwark's party, which I'm betting we're going to do here now that Alette's in Fiskevik. Juno says, the gods may be dead, but a few of their secrets remain. Wait a minute. The color of the eaten up part of the map was purple. The color of the weird dark orb thing that Bulwark saw when he came out of the caves was also kind of purplish. And those weird tentacle mouth monsters that we fought in the caves were also purple colored. Are they what happened to Dredge when they get swallowed by the darkness? Maybe? I don't know. She says, I've spoken about a darkness enshrouding the land, and now you bear witness to it on your map. The sky will soon reflect the truth shown here. Ivan says, even the chasms opening across the land are displayed, but your path to Arborong is clear. Juno says, speed will be your ally now. With so few, you should be able to outpace whatever comes your way. Okay, you just said that. You consider what to say. I still don't understand why you need Ivor. There's so few of us because of you two. Ooh. Is this all I need? I imagine Olette is probably a bit traumatized because according to that map, her hometown has been completely destroyed. I mean, it's one thing to think, oh, it's been overrun by Dredge, we had to escape. It's another thing to think it no longer exists. That'd be a little creepy. Be a little traumatizing, I would think. I still don't understand why you need Ivor. Ivor says, a one-armed Varl brings good luck. You shake your head, but refuse to look at the Varl. Juno says, Ivor's strength and resolve will be necessary for us in the days ahead. So, are we going to split off to another party now in terms of narrative, like who we follow? Like we'll follow Olette's party and Bulwark's party and Juno and Ivor and Ivan? Be interesting. It's the same resolve you use daily, and you will have Hakon and the remaining Varl with you for strength. Thank God for Mogr. I'd be losing my only armor breaker if it wasn't for him. Yeah, you're right, Ciara. They mentioned that when she first appeared here. Something about Olette noticing that she looks hollow. But Ivor's my friend. Not your understanding. Ivor's my friend, damn it. Can't take my friend away from me. Ivor exhales loudly like he is releasing a breath he has held in for ages. Ivor says, in all my years, you and your father are the only two I could call friends. I doubt that will change even if I live another century or two, and it sure won't change with distance. Understand? No words come to mind, so you simply nod. This sucks, though, because, okay, so Ivor just said that Rook and Olette are the only two people he's ever considered friends. I think Olette would probably agree that Ivor is maybe one of her only friends. And we've already lost Rook, right? Like, if the three of them are a family of sorts, 1/3 of them is gone, and now Ivor's leaving too. He's basically leaving Olette alone. She doesn't have Rook anymore to depend upon. He's being a little cavalier about this, I think. Kind of bothers me. He should be more like, really? Like duty calls? He's more like, oh man, it's dangerous with you. I'm going to go with them. I don't know. Juno says, you and the rest of the caravan are needed in Arborong. What will assault you there will require every bit of your wits and strength to survive. And even then, you will perish if we do not succeed. Olette says, how will I know if you succeed? Juno says, you'll know because you'll still be alive. You must get to the capital. You must stay alive. No matter what occurs, hold out as long as you can. Someone chain up Oldleaf so she can't leave. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Oldleaf has kind of become a surrogate, maybe not surrogate parent. I wouldn't say Oldleaf's a friend. More like she's become kind of a surrogate parent, like almost like an aunt or something. She's got it feels like she's got Olette's interests at heart, which I don't think you can say about anybody else in this party. I think maybe you could say she feels like she could trust Hakon, but I don't know that she would ever think that Hakon is looking out for her, you know. Maybe Oldleaf is, though. Get to the capital, stay alive, hold out as long as you can. Hold on till the darkness breaks. Silence follows her words. Yeah, mentor, you're right, Ciara. Good choice of words. Keep saying a darkness, but what is it? Juno stares at you. Your concern about the darkness starts to fade until Ivan touches her shoulder. Oh, you nasty... Oh my gosh, she's trying to control my mind. Ivan says, the darkness is a mistake. Part of this world never meant for you, or us, or anyone alive today. That says, then why is it here? They did it. This is because Ivan brought Juno back, I bet. I bet you $1 billion. Ivan says, because I... Juno says, Ivan, that's enough. The Valka looks at you, and for a moment, her hard-eyed expression cracks. Juno says, we're trying to do what we have to. You notice her spear moving ever so slightly before your mind moves to other things. She's fucking evil. This is not okay. What the hell? What can I expect in Arboron? I guess I'll ask this, but Jesus, I'm kind of pissed off at her right now. She says, I wish I could promise you nothing but safety, but Arboron will be the refuge for so many. Ivan says, clans will vie for power the way they always do, even in the face of destruction. Juno says, remember, you are a Sundar Slayer. Your reputation will help you a great deal. I think Rook was the Sundar Slayer. Well, it says, that doesn't really put me at ease. Ivan says, just use what you've learned on this journey to keep the others alive. Prepare to leave, I guess. Damn, this sucks. Well, it says, I should get the clan ready to head up the coast and west to Arboron. Ivor says, if you were anyone else, I'd stick around to help. But there's no one alive better suited to take care of these folks. See, Ivor, that's where you're wrong. If I was anyone else, you wouldn't need to stick around because I wouldn't be family. But I'm freaking family and you're leaving. Shit, man. You look at the giant Varl who has been with you through so much. That says, till we see each other again, then? Ivor says, in some form or another, I imagine. The two of you smile. How about a hug? A hug would be appropriate. One-armed hug. Ivor says, before you go, I think it's time you became a Let again. Your hood might still serve you in a fight, but otherwise, pull it down. These people deserve to look at their leader in the eye. Let says, thank you, Ivor. You're probably right. Really, I kind of dug the hood. I wish he'd keep it up. Ivan says, Alette, I'll miss our talks, but we both have plenty to keep us busy. Take care. Alette says, you as well, Ivan. Ivor and Ivan find a small fishing skiff. The once clear water of the Fiska Bay is turning green and foul as the Varl hauls the vessel toward the receding tide. I hope that you're right, Ciara. It really seems like poor characterization. Maybe I have just had a different image in my head of what kind of character Ivor is to this point. But I sure feel like that he's acting out of character here. I don't disbelieve that he would leave Alette if he felt like it was necessary. But his explanations to this point have more so been like, ooh, I don't know, it's not safe being with you either, you know. Like, he isn't really saying, like, I must, duty calls. He's more like, well, I got nothing better to do. Nothing's keeping me busy here. So what? Shitty. Juno says, I'm sorry for the hardship that has become your life. Though it probably means little to hear it from me, you've done great work in making it this far. Continue to push hard for the capital. With luck, my small force will face and defeat the darkness before it reaches you. I hope our efforts will not be in vain. Well, it says, then I hope luck is with you as well. Take care of Ivor. The Valka gives you a small smile before following the other two. You turn to the caravan. Well, it says, everyone on your feet, we're pushing to Arboron. I bet you money we move on to Bulwark now? Oh, maybe not. Chapter 13. The fetters will burst. We'll wrap up here as soon as we get to a stopping point. Called it. Oh, good. We get to hang out with Krabby Pants again. Alright, hopefully we can just catch up right where we left off. But this is going to be the end of this stream. We learned a couple things there at the end that kind of pissed me off. First, I feel like Ivor did act a little bit out of character. I've already gone on about that. Juno tried to control Alette's mind, which makes me angry. Not because it's bad storytelling or anything, but just it makes me angry at Juno that she's being this kind of evil person. And Ivan, whether he intended to or not, he kind of confessed that the darkness that's swallowing the entire world is his and Juno's fault. Which we kind of sort of already suspected based on what the Valka who's working with Bolverk, I can't remember her name at the moment. The one that with Nikel's, who's now dead. Anyway, she kind of intimated that they did something very, very wrong, or Ivan bringing Juno back to life was like kind of ripped the world apart. So really, I mean, I guess you could say that the Sundar aren't their fault, maybe, and maybe the Serpent isn't their fault, but this darkness, which seems to be a bigger threat than both of them, is certainly their fault. So maybe they've been the bad guys the whole time, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm interested to pick this up next time. We'll find out more. We'll see what the heck Bolverk's going to do with this giant darkness that's chasing behind him. Until then, everyone, take care. Thank you very much for tuning in. Those of you on YouTube, thanks for catching up. Those of you in the chat, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you guys' patience with my late start tonight. Next week, all things equal and God willing, we'll start at our normal 8 p.m. Eastern Time start, and we'll get a good hour and a half of Morrowind and of Banner Saga 2. Until then, take care. Once again, thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys next week.